Today I'll show you how I got a 98% win rate to Ultimate Champion using Minor Poison. Guys, if you're fat and watching this video, I just want to give you a piece of information, but it's not free though, so you go ahead and like this video, then I'll tell you. Alright, thank you for liking the video. So guys, listen man, I swear man, like whenever people are fat, I swear it's like half the time, half of the fault is on the family or their friends, bro. Like, I'm not even trolling with you guys. I was going on a cut and stuff, and I realized, like, all these extra calories that people don't take account for are always coming from the family trying to tell you, like, oh, you have to finish this food or something like that, or your friends trying to, like, pressure you into eating too much, man. Don't listen to them, guys. You gotta, if you're fat, you gotta lock in, man. Alright? And you're gonna be ripped in, like, 6 months. Also, if you work out, too. So, yeah. Alright, let's go for this here. We do take 2 Goblin Brawler hits there, unfortunately. Probably gonna be Lava Hound, man. Okay, guys, I gotta lock in here, actually. Hold up. I just took way too much damage right there. I'm gonna go for the wall breakers here, but unfortunately the minions... Bro, what? No, that's a wild interaction there with the minions, bro. I swear, the minions be acting up these days. Alright, let's go for a Miner with this as well, because... we might as well tank for the minions here. He goes for the Valkyrie, but the minions are going to require a response here. Guys, the minions! Yo! We just take out his entire tower here before he even gets the chance to set up his filthy Lava Hound push or anything. Let's go. We're looking so good. Alright, we could just get a Mighty Miner down, I guess, and we know he's going to have to respond to this. This matchup isn't even that easy, to be honest. It's not bad, though. We have really good pressure. This matchup is actually definitely better than it looks. You would think it's a hard counter for them because they have, like, arrows for the minions, and you would think Empress is kind of unkillable, but it's not quite as bad as it looks because you just have so much cycle capability compared to them. That's what definitely helps out the matchup. We're going to cycle the log here. The reason I cycled the log was so that way we can get to more minions earlier by using that Mighty Miner 3-card cycle. This guy actually does have the lightning. I didn't realize he'd have that. So I guess he has no Miner in the deck or anything, which is... probably better for us, actually, because I don't really like having to deal with the miners too much. The minions might get some value here. I don't know if they're really going to get on the tower much, but at least they do a little something right there. We could just get our Mighty Miner down for the Evo Valkyrie to take it out. Gonna also poison right here, because if we do get 2 poisons, guys, we could probably take out this Empress. Oh, I tried to ability, but it didn't actually go down in time. Alright, minions should take everything out here. Yeah, I think we're chilling. He might go for a lightning, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, he goes for the lightning, but now he has no elixir to really support this Lava Hound push at all. We could just get our Mighty Miner down, go for a log here on the guards, and we do take a very nice win. I know recently I've been doing a lot more kind of troll type of videos, guys, or just like fun videos, but today I'm really going to try to give you guys some very nice tips on this deck, so hopefully you're able to learn well. Guys, you actually do want to go for inside wall breakers like I just did right there when you're facing the Cannoneer Tower, because if you go for them right in the middle, you only get 1 wall breaker to connect, but if you go for them on the inside, both of them do connect if left unattended to. So this guy is Boss Bandit and the Mother Witch. He's probably going to have a Ram Rider, maybe a Battle Ram with this as well. Or maybe not, I don't even know at this point with the Night Witch. That's a little bit interesting. I guess we could just pop our ability right here. People definitely do forget to use the Mighty Miner ability quite a bit. It can be really nice, though, because it does like 500 damage to the tower, so if you get a Mighty Miner to the tower with low HP, it could just be sometimes worth it to pop that ability and, you know, just take that extra little bit of damage. This guy is Knight as well. I'm lost, man. This guy has me lost right here. Okay, I'm kind of messed up the Miner. I meant to actually go for it on the Mother Witch, not on the ground right there, but... I think if we log everything here, we should deal with all of this. Yeah, he might get a Valkyrie swing. No, he doesn't. Okay, nice, perfect. We can actually play our Evo wall breakers right now, guys. The Evo wall breakers are probably going to just connect no matter what he tries to do. Yeah, beautiful. Oh my gosh, he has Sparky. I probably should have known that, actually, based on his cards. So for this Sparky, guys, we're just going to have to spam as many sets of minions as possible, because minions are actually really good against the Sparky. It's just that they are a little bit squishy, so... they can die somewhat easily to certain spells. Yeah, like the Zap here is pretty much going to take them out, unfortunately, but we can just go for our Skellies. Notice how we're playing our Skellies on the right side of the map, so it pushes the Sparky to nudge itself into the Tesla. Because if I played it Guys, if I played my skeletons right here, it would have made the Sparky push itself outwards here, and then the Tesla would have just ignored it, and it could have got a hit on my tower. So we get our minions down right here. We're going to go for the miner as well, which should tank for the Mother Witch. No, it doesn't. Oh, that's unlucky, but it doesn't even matter, though, because the minions are basically not going to really give him much of a counter push at all. Alright. For the Boss Bandit, guys, you know, one of the biggest things about countering the Boss Bandit, guys, is that I see a lot of people go for their skeletons in the middle or, you know, like guards in the middle, but personally, I think it's much better to actually go for your skeletons, for example, in this position, because if they pop the ability to go backwards, all 3 skeletons are still going to be in the lane that you want them to be in, so they're all going to help against the Boss Bandit, but if you play them, you know, split here, then one of them is just going to run away. And same goes for guards and goblin gangs, stuff like that. So that's why I always like to play my troops kind of here against the Boss Bandit, so even when they pop the ability inevitably, you're still going to be okay. Alright, this guy goes for the Knight as well with the Valkyrie. We're just going to get our minions down as well here. He does go for the Mother Witch. It's kind of easy for him to predict us because we kind of have to cycle these minions a lot throughout the match, but it doesn't really matter that much because we still are able to defend pretty well, it feels like. Alright, hopefully the Sparky shoots. No! Oh no. Wait, that's actually so much damage. Well, that's actually kind of insane, guys, how much damage he just got right there. Dang, man. Boss Bandit is a crazy card. This guy's whole deck is surrounded around Sparky, but yet he just suddenly almost took my entire tower with just a single Boss Bandit, not even really using the Sparky for any damage here. I'm going to cycle the Skellies here. Hopefully he doesn't get too many pigs out of it. Okay, he got 2. That's kind of unlucky. But guys, I think we could just Miner Poison cycle him at this point. Let's just go for the Miner, get the Poison down, get Wall Breakers. Yeah, I think there's no way he stops the Wall Breakers now. That's going to be tower down. So definitely the hardest matchup for this deck probably has to be Pekka Goblin Giant, guys. And I think we actually might be facing that right here because this guy does have the Chef Tower. So this potentially could be the end of our 100% win rate. I sure hope not, though. There are ways to outplay this matchup, but the deck that they play is just really low skill, so it's kind of hard for them to mess up that badly. So, we'll see what happens right here. He might just have Goblin Giant with no Pekka, which is going to be a little bit interesting. But guys, if you do face Goblin Giant Pekka, I think the most important thing is, well, you know, you set up like the Tesla in the middle, right? You set up the Tesla in the middle, then they have like the whole Pekka Goblin Giant coming down. I think the important thing is to separate the Pekka from the Goblin Giant, and how you do that is that you usually want to go for either like skeletons or wall breakers in the corner, then you Mighty Miner low for the Goblin Giant, and then you just take out everything from there with like maybe an extra minions or something. Because I feel like a lot of people just don't separate the Pekka and the Goblin Giant properly. They just like have the Mighty Miner, then they go for skeletons, then the opponent rages and your Mighty Miner is dead already. But if you separate it correctly, that's your best chance to defend, and you can actually beat the majority of Pekka Goblin Giant players in the game if you play well enough. Because to be fair, most are just not that good. We do get a nice double Evo Wallbreakers connection right there, and this guy's Pancake does get wasted. Wait, what? He had Golem this whole time? Alright guys, we kite the minions right here with the skeleton. Oh, okay, that was kind of a waste of a Mighty Miner. I'm not gonna lie guys, I wasn't really paying attention to his cycle having the Berserker in it. Okay, I completely might have just sold with that. I'm actually gonna go for a really far Tesla here. Yeah guys, look at that Tesla positioning. You can go for a Tesla like that to pull the Golem if the Golem is placed on the inside and nothing's like pushing it. Really good Miner here to tank for the Spirit Empress, so minions do take it out, and I think because of that Miner we actually are going to defend, but otherwise I don't know if we could have. Wow, what a solid defense there. We take 0 damage on the left side, a little bit of damage on the right side, but pretty happy with this situation. That's really the best that could have happened. Okay, he does go for the Furnace, which is actually not going to die to our Poison because it's over-leveled a little bit from the Pancake, but with this Log here, hopefully that can hit it, and then also, yeah, perfect. Alright, let's just go for the Mighty Miner ability right here. He's probably going to have to play something for it. He does get the Berserker down. Kind of expecting a Golem soon. Okay, wait, why would he do that? The Golem is not tanking for the Empress, my friend. Nice, okay. This Golem shouldn't really be too difficult to deal with. We have our Poison as well. Hopefully the Poison could take out the Evo Furnace. I think with the Log, it should be able to. Yeah, nice. We're looking good now. Also, guys, this might just be like the most random question ever, but I'm just curious for all like the atheists and stuff like that watching this video. What makes you not believe in God? That's like a really random question, and I know YouTubers would never ask that because they don't want to, like, I don't know, be controversial or talk about that kind of stuff. But I'm just genuinely curious to hear what you guys have to say, because for me, I even have people in my gym who actually, like, died for a short time and had after-death experiences that kind of, like, confirmed God to them, you know? So I'm kind of curious what you guys have to say, and I don't know, maybe you guys can discuss it a bit in the comment section amongst yourselves, as long as you do it, you know, like, just try to, like, respect everyone, you know, even if they might not see things the same way as you. Just try to like, say things to them respectfully. Also, I think we just completely cooked this guy, so nice win. Guys, we got another game. We're just going to go for our split skeletons here. I really hope we can just keep on not losing, man. We're doing so well so far, guys. I think we're super, super close to getting to Ultimate Champion. Okay, this guy does have Dark Prince. That's actually a pretty bad sign, because Dark Prince usually means some of those annoying double Prince decks, or Sparky, one of the two. Wow, we actually killed his Electro Wizard. Battle Ram probably means Pekka. To be honest with you guys, I think Pekka's a fine matchup unless they have Arrow's Mother Witch. Then it does get pretty difficult, but I think even then you could still beat it if you play completely perfect. Nice, his Barb gets no damage despite the zap. I do have to go for a defensive miner, guys. Don't be afraid to go for a defensive miner. Sometimes it's worth it. And you also don't always want to waste your Mighty Miner. Sometimes you have to save it for like a ghost or something like that, so it could be better to sometimes just use your miner instead of that. I will go for the minions at the bridge here. It's really not a bad play. He's going to at least spend a couple elixir defending them. Yeah, he goes for the Dark Prince. We could take that pretty happily. I'm just going to go for a log right here on the Dark Prince, and I think if we just go for some split wall breakers, we should get a little counter push maybe. Please! No, I got the extra shot there. I could have probably just split my wall breakers and that would have been a bit better. We're going to get back to our minions in a second right here, guys, so we're going to have to use that pretty well. If they do have Mother Witch, guys, when you go for your minions up high, make sure that you try to predict their Mother Witch using like a miner or something like that. Okay, that's actually a very good fireball for him. Very good wall breakers, though. As you guys can see here, we're doing a good job of just getting the right distractions in cycle at the right times. Because if I didn't play the distraction with the wall breakers there, that could have been a little bit close. I think I probably would have killed the Pekka anyways, but I don't know, it would have been really close. We haven't really gotten much damage yet, guys, but one of the things that I notice all the best miner players in the world do is that in matchups like these, where they know that they can defend pretty much perfect, they really almost never cycle their miners in single elixir. I mean, they do sometimes in the right situations, like you saw me cycle the miner a few times, but just very rarely. Like, you don't always have to cycle the miner just because you have it in cycle. You know, I feel like especially Hog players, when I see people, they just play Hog and they just cycle the Hog always whenever they have it in cycle, but just because you have your win condition in cycle doesn't mean you have to play it. If you know you can defend almost perfect, you might as well just try to focus on defending, and, you know, you could send a miner in when you have the chance, but just prioritize defense first, and only go with the miner when it's a little bit later in the game, or if you just know you can get away with it. We are going to counter the Evo Battle Ram here pretty nicely. Evo Battle Ram is definitely one of the ways you can lose against Pekka. Also, this Magic Archer actually is going to be quite annoying. Wow, that got 600 damage there. See, because he has the Magic Archer, we're going to have to be slightly more aggressive than I normally would be in this matchup. But it should be okay. Wow, that's a whole Fireball out of him on just some Evo Wall Breakers. Fireball and Zap on just Evo Wall Breakers is kind of insane, actually. 6 Elixir. I guess he got some extra value on my Mighty Miner. Wow, he messed up the Magic Archer. Nice. Just going to get this down right here. Okay, perfect. The timing to stop the Magic Archers is kind of close, actually. Because when they cross the bridge, it's just like a very small interval of time you have to where your tower's targeting it before it actually shoots your tower down. Alright, he does kill the minions here, guys. We're going to have to maybe get another set of them pretty soon here, and we also have to make sure... Okay, what the heck, man? Are you kidding me? What was I supposed to do there? Wait, that's such a bad bandit by him. Guys, that was actually so dumb, bro. I did, like, everything I possibly could to stop that ram from bypassing, but it just did anyways. Sometimes if you're really scared, you can always just go for your Teslas one more tile over, but that usually does not happen. That was a very off occurrence, unfortunately, for us there. I'm going to go for an Evo Tesla-like, so I'm just going to pray that it doesn't do a dumb bypass again. Okay, thank goodness it doesn't do something dumb. Okay, Magic Archer, do not do that much damage to me, man. There's no reason for this. Evo Tesla's putting in the work right here. Wait, that's probably a bad battle ram. Yeah, it's already dead to the minions. He goes for a very late fireball. As long as we don't get an annoying Magic Archer on our tower, I think we should have this game in the bag. Nice, we get the double wall breakers. The poisons comes down. Minion actually got a hit right there, I believe. And yeah, I'm pretty sure we take the win there. Just really good defense, despite a couple scary moments. Also, guys, to add to what I was saying earlier, I feel like one of the major reasons that a lot of people are drawn away from God or like religion and stuff like that is because they had bad experiences with people from the religion. But I don't know, I just see like a lot of people judging the religion based on the followers of the religion, I guess. But if you think about it, like, for example, let's take Christianity for an example, right? Like, I feel like it's much better to judge Christianity based on Jesus Christ instead of judging it based on the followers of the religion, because the followers of the religion are people who oftentimes are just messed up, right? Like, they want to get better because religion is meant to kind of like fix stuff for you, right? Or help you go down the right path. So I feel like if you really want to judge a religion, it's good to judge it based off of kind of like the founding figure, if you will, something like that. Anyways, we are facing minor wall breakers here as well, guys, but he does have the Magic Archer, so in this matchup, we definitely want to go same lane. If we go same lane here, we're going to be able to have a much better time with the Magic Archers because we can poison them and get tower value. Looks like he is trying to go opposite lane here, and I'm not really sure if I can switch lanes at this point since I have quite a bit of damage already on the right side tower. I guess I will just Tesla up high here because I feel like otherwise he would just completely bother me with the Magic Archer. Nice, alright. Overall, we're up like 1,000 damage, so we're off to a pretty good start. He does go for the Valkyrie in the back, but our Tesla's probably just going to kill it. And you know what, guys? If he gives us a lot of poison value on the left side, I'll probably start taking the poisons and the Magic Archers together, and maybe then we can slowly start to transition to the other side. We're just going to go for some skeletons here on the miner. When you're facing a Magic Archer miner deck, it's best to defend the miners as cheaply as you can using just very little cards like skeletons, where they can't really go for their Magic Archers onto it and get that much damage. Also, that was a kind of nice king activation for him, but I feel like it got us a lot of damage, so I don't even know if that was really worth it for him. And also, guys, another really good play you can make against Magic Archer decks is that you can just go for Teslas kind of like this close to your tower. So basically, they're going to kill the miners every time. They're going to kill the wall breakers. And also for the Magic Archers, they can't really snipe those Teslas too easily because they just go underground. So yeah, Teslas are really good to abuse against Magic Archer decks for sure. Oh, I couldn't quite pop my ability in time. I am going to go ahead and Evo wall breakers here. He's probably going to just go in for something like a bomb tower. Okay, no, he doesn't, but we do get a nice connection there, and we can just go for the miner plus minions. The minions are so good for opposite lane pressure, guys, in this type of match. If you just always force your opponent to play something they don't want to play. Minions might just clear out this entire Valkyrie. Wow. What the heck? That is scary value out of these minions, man. He does go for the miner straight into an Evo Tesla, which is not really going to do anything for him. We're just going to go in here once again, get our minions down, try to probably force him to Magic Archer. He might have to Magic Archer or... Okay, he goes for a Valkyrie. I mean, that's, once again, just not the trade he wanted to make. We could just get this miner down here, get our wall breakers. Maybe we're going to force him to bomb tower. No, he got the bomb tower splash. Oh, wait, he actually still went for the bomb tower after that anyways. Okay, perfect. We could just get our log right here, guys, and then... he's minering onto our king tower. Okay, wow, we just made this guy completely give up here. Miner will get a couple smacks, and we do take a very easy game. Guys, there's no actual way, man. How are they going to allow a name like this guy's and also a clan name like his, and then when I made my clan Fatherless, like guys, some of my old high school friends, they made this clan called Fatherless, as you guys probably know, at least some of you guys know, and then they basically just banned our clan name, and they made our clan name our clan tag instead, just because we put it as Fatherless. But then this guy can have this clan. Alright, I'm not trying to, like, rat this guy out or anything, though. But yeah, I don't even know exactly what his clan name means and stuff, but it doesn't look that good. Alright, Bowler does get a bowl on our tower. Wait, this might be Jinxie's deck. I think he probably has Giant Graveyard. Looks like it has to be... Yeah, it's Giant Graveyard. Alright, man. This is going to be interesting, actually. The Mighty Miner is going to be really good for us here, but he does have plenty of counters to us as well. He goes for the furnace in the back. I think it's fine to mostly poison the furnaces in single elixir, guys, because if he does go in for a giant graveyard, we're just going to destroy that using a mighty monitor, and then we have like the minions for the graveyard, so I think stuff will be fine for us. Yeah, he's trying to go in for a giant graveyard. We're going to get the wall breakers to force out his elixir. Nice. So now he doesn't really have much for this mighty monitor, so it's just going to be a dead giant. Perfect. All right. I guess I'll just go for the minions here. I feel like he's probably going to get guards down or something. Bro. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like, their brains have to work slower than the rest of humanity. No offense, though. But I feel like their brains have to work a little bit slower. Because you saw that, man. That was like, what? And then he saw me pop the ability and he still decided to play the minions into the ability. I don't know, at least it felt like that. Okay, wait, we get our miner down here. Unfortunately, we don't get too much tower damage, but we did get a little bit. Now, he's probably going to make some huge giant graveyard push soon, guys, and also, his next snowball is actually going to be evolved. That's a not great graveyard, not really going to get much damage. But yeah, guys, his next snowball will be evolved, which means that he can actually reset my mighty miner right now, so we do have to watch out for that. Nice miner! Blocking the guards there, so we force out the extra arrows, which means he can't kill my minions too easily. I mean, they'll just die to the cannoneer, I guess, but they still take down everything, so we're chilling with that. Let's just finish out this game here. Let's get a mighty monitor down. He's probably going to graveyard soon. Yeah, he goes for that graveyard, but he has no elixir to arrows right away, so I don't really care about that. If he does go for the arrows, then he can't stop my wall breakers, so wall breakers are going to get at least one connection here. Yeah, just one, because I didn't play them on the inside. Now we just go for a poison, and that was some pretty nice outplays right there. I believe if we can win this game, we should be ultimate champion with the 100% win rate, so this has to be our full lock-in right now. This guy's clan name is actually also a clan tag. Maybe he fell to the same fate that my clan did. Oh, yo, no way, he's playing Hog Firecracker. I feel like he might actually have watched my videos or something, because he was just spamming WoW. Maybe he knows us. We're going to get the miner in the back right here. Tanking for the minions, because, yeah, we always force out the Firecracker whenever we go for the miner plus minions in this type of matchup, guys, and when we do that, we can just get a free king activation from the Firecracker, or just get a cheap defense against it if we already do have our king up, like right now. And guys, I actually will go for the split wall breakers here, because he has no way to get a positive trade against it. Either he goes for Skeleton's Ice Spirit, or he goes for a Tesla, pretty much. Or like a log, one side, Ice Spirit, other side. We could get the miner rolling in the back right now. I mean, miner of the mighty variety is what we're going to do in the back. He does go for a Valkyrie. This will actually be kind of nice for us that he has Valkyrie, because that means that he doesn't have the 3-card cycle of a champion. So it's going to allow us to maybe have a little bit more control in this game, I feel like. Man, it feels so wrong not seeing the Firecracker push itself back further. Feels like it needs to push itself back a bit further, but they nerfed it, unfortunately. He does go in for the Tesla, which is fine. Evo Wallbreakers take that down. He actually wasted the Firecracker, so I'm going to go in for the minions plus miner. Maybe he'll cycle back to the Firecracker or something, but we'll see about that. Nice, the Ice Spirit dies! And the Firecracker dies, and the minions get on the tower! Guys, I'm telling you, man, look, this is why this deck is so good right now. Literally what you just saw right there is why this deck is so good right now. Another big thing about this matchup is that we're going same lane. This deck is actually pretty nice against Hog Earthquake if you go same lane. I feel like people always struggle so much against Firecracker because they always go opposite lane of it usually, but if you end up going in the same lane, you can just always get a free poison onto it. And yes, it's a -1 trade, but you get like nearly 300 damage on the tower, so it's well worth it to do it. He does play the Evo Valkyrie. Oh, that was clutch for him actually. I think we just go for the minions up high. He's probably gonna kill it with something. I guess the Tesla snipes most of them, but we're chilling. We could just get an Evo Tesla down here, and I think we're fine. Yeah, perfect defense right there. Minions also just have so much DPS, which is really nice. Very nice poison right there. A little bit aggressive, but I know we could get away with it. We could get outcycled here, potentially, so we have to be ready to defend a Hog Rider without a Tesla. I'm going to go for the minions here, guys, because when you notice that you're slowly getting outcycled against, like, a Hog deck or something, it's a better idea to try to defend with minions plus log against the Hog Riders, so that way you're not going to keep on getting outcycled, you know? Yeah, like right now, if I cycled that Tesla earlier, I probably would have got outcycled, but we have the Tesla, so we're chilling. The only thing is you have to be really careful about the firecrackers when you play the minions on the Hog Rider, because firecracker could wreck them. So if you go for them, you either have to know they're not going to firecracker, or you have to, you know, get like skeletons down to the side to block the firecracker. Alright, we could just go for the poison right here on the tower, and then if we're able to get a few minor hits, that's really going to be all we need here. He is going for the Hog Earthquake, actually hitting my Tesla, but Hog Rider is still going to just die regardless. Dang, that actually got 0 damage at all. Yeah, we just have to go for a poison here, and we do take a nice win against Hog.